Fix your Forex losses using the 48-hour rule. Most traders think they lose money because they don't know enough. They think the solution is another strategy, another indicator, another mentor, another secret entry. But let me be honest with you. Most traders are not losing because they lack knowledge. They're losing because they keep making emotional decisions before their emotions have had time to calm down. And that's where the 48-hour rule comes in. This simple rule has saved more traders than most indicators ever will, because your biggest enemy is not the market, it's the version of you that reacts emotionally. And if you can control that version of yourself, everything changes. Before we go deeper, I want you to answer this honestly. How many of your losses came from a bad strategy, and how many came from revenge trading, overtrading, impatience, fear, greed, or trying to force money out of the market? Comment below, "I trade my emotions," or "I trade my system." Be honest, because honesty is where transformation begins. Here's what nobody tells you. Forex is not designed to reward intelligence. Forex is designed to reward emotional stability. Read that again. The market doesn't care how smart you are. It doesn't care how many books you've read. It doesn't care how many trading courses you've purchased. The market only rewards the trader who can repeatedly execute the same process without emotional interference. The painful truth? Most traders know exactly what to do. They simply fail to do it consistently. And every time emotions take control, the account pays the price. This is where the 48-hour rule changes everything. Stop making decisions when you are emotional. The first purpose of the 48-hour rule is simple. No major trading decision should be made within 48 hours after a painful loss. No strategy changes, no account funding decisions, no increasing lot size, no buying another course, no switching mentors. Nothing. Why? Because pain distorts perception. When emotions are high, intelligence is low. Most traders don't realize this. They lose 3 trades. Suddenly they believe their strategy is broken. They lose a week. Suddenly they believe trading doesn't work. They blow an account. Suddenly they think they're cursed. But the reality is simple. The market didn't change. Their emotional state changed. And their emotional state changed their interpretation of reality. Old trader, I lost money, something is wrong. New trader, I lost money, let me gather data first. One reacts, the other investigates. One becomes emotional, the other becomes objective, and objective traders survive. Thought to consider. Never trust the conclusions you make while emotionally wounded. Let that sink in. Some of the worst decisions in your trading career were made immediately after pain. The market is testing your character. Most people think trading is about predicting price. It's not. Trading is about managing yourself. The market has an unusual way of exposing character flaws: impatience, greed, fear, ego, need for validation, desperation. Every weakness eventually appears on the chart, and every weakness eventually appears in your account balance. If you felt this, you're not alone. You know your setup, you see your setup, you planned your setup. Then suddenly you enter early. Why? Because fear took control. Or maybe you refuse to take the trade. Why? Because previous losses are still controlling your decisions. The market is not testing your strategy, it's testing your discipline. And discipline requires space. The 48-hour rule creates that space. The market cannot destroy a disciplined trader. It can only expose an undisciplined one. The cost of revenge trading. Let's talk about something most traders hate admitting: revenge trading. A loss happens. You feel angry, embarrassed, frustrated. You want your money back immediately. And that's where the destruction begins. The next trade isn't based on analysis, it's based on emotion. You increase lot size, you force entries, you abandon risk management, and before you know it, a small wound becomes a disaster. Imagine becoming the type of trader who can lose 3 trades in a row and still remain calm.
Most people cannot do that, but professionals do it every day. Why? Because they understand something powerful. A loss does not require a response, it requires observation. The 48-hour rule forces you to observe before reacting, and observation creates wisdom. The trader who finally broke the cycle. Let me tell you about David. David had been trading for almost 4 years. Every month followed the same pattern. He would grow his account, gain confidence, then one bad day would wipe out weeks of progress. Not because his strategy failed, because his emotions took over. One Tuesday morning, he lost 2 trades, nothing unusual. His strategy had a normal drawdown. But David wasn't thinking logically. He felt insulted. He felt frustrated. He wanted revenge. By afternoon, he doubled his lot size, lost again, increased size again, lost again. By evening, nearly half his account was gone. That night, he couldn't sleep. His mind kept replaying every trade, every mistake, every candle, every loss. Then something happened. Instead of placing another trade the next day, he created one rule. Whenever he experienced emotional pain from trading, he would stop trading for 48 hours. No exceptions. The first few times felt uncomfortable. His mind wanted action. His emotions wanted revenge. But slowly something changed. The emotional storms became weaker. The urge to force trades disappeared. His decision-making improved. Within months, he noticed something remarkable. His strategy hadn't changed. His indicators hadn't changed. His entries hadn't changed. The person making the decisions had changed. And that's what improved his results. Not knowledge, identity. You don't need more information. Here's what nobody tells you. Most struggling traders are not suffering from lack of information. They're suffering from information addiction. Every week, new strategy, new indicator, new YouTube video, new trading guru, new market theory, new system. Meanwhile, consistency disappears. The trader becomes a collector instead of an executor. Knowledge without execution is entertainment. Execution creates income. The 48-hour rule helps break this addiction. When you're forced to pause, you're forced to think. When you're forced to think, you're forced to confront reality. And reality is often uncomfortable. The issue isn't the strategy. The issue is the trader using it. Thought-provoking statement. The strategy that makes money is often the strategy you refuse to follow consistently. Building a professional identity. This is where it changes. The goal isn't to become profitable. The goal is to become the kind of person who naturally produces profitable outcomes. There's a difference. Most traders chase money. Professionals chase mastery. Most traders chase excitement. Professionals chase consistency. Most traders need action. Professionals need quality. Ask yourself, who are you becoming? Because every trading decision is shaping your identity. Every disciplined action strengthens discipline. Every emotional action strengthens emotional behavior. You're not just building an account, you're building a person. And that person determines the future of the account.
The 48-hour rule in practical terms. Here's how to use it. Whenever one of these happens, a large loss, multiple losses in a row, revenge trading urges, emotional frustration, desire to increase lot size impulsively, desire to switch strategies immediately, you stop for 48 hours. No trades, no strategy changes, no emotional decisions. During those 48 hours, review your journal, exercise, read, spend time with family, sleep properly, analyze objectively, let emotions settle, then return with clarity, not urgency. Clarity. And clarity is where good decisions live. A hard truth. Let me be honest with you. Some traders will never become profitable. Not because they can't, because they refuse to change. They want different results while keeping the same habits. They want discipline without sacrifice, patience without waiting, profits without emotional control. It doesn't work that way. The market pays for transformation, not intention. I want you to pause for a moment.
Think about your last 5 major losses. How many happened because the market surprised you, and how many happened because you ignored your own rules? Be honest. That answer may reveal everything. If you've ever revenge traded, comment below, 48 hours. Let that be your commitment. Let that be your new standard. And if this message connected with you, hit the like button. Not for the algorithm, for yourself. Because every action reinforces identity. You're making a statement. You're saying, I'm done being controlled by emotion. You are probably much closer than you think. The distance between where you are and consistent profitability may not be another strategy. It may not be another indicator. It may not be another course. It may simply be emotional control. Imagine becoming the trader who no longer panics after losses. Imagine becoming the trader who doesn't chase the market. Imagine becoming the trader who waits patiently while everyone else reacts emotionally. Imagine becoming the trader whose confidence comes from discipline, not from hope. That's the trader who survives. That's the trader who grows. That's the trader who eventually wins. And remember this, the market doesn't reward the smartest trader. The market rewards the most disciplined trader. If you want to become that trader, subscribe to this channel right now. Not because you need another video, but because you're making a decision about who you're becoming. Every week on this channel, we go beyond strategies. We talk about psychology, discipline, identity, execution, the things that actually separate profitable traders from struggling traders. So subscribe, join this community, and commit to becoming the trader your future account balance deserves. The next time emotions tell you to react, wait 48 hours. That single decision may save your account, and it may completely transform your trading life.